Hello everyone, welcome back. So let's get started with provider and get it. So first of all, I'm going to import here get it and provider. I've already done that, but you can do it from here. Go to pub.dev packages get it and here copy this and paste it in your pubspec.yml. Okay. So what exactly is get it? As it states here, this is a simple service locator for Dart and Flutter projects with some additional goodies highly inspired by Splat. So don't go into this definition. It is just a it creates a single object for your services so that we can use the same object across all over the app. So for creating dependency injection of providers, I am going to use get it. I will not use the provider. Okay. So add a provider also to your pubspec.yml from here. I have already done that, and then packages.get. Now I am going to create a file for registering our services, and I will name it locator.dart because it will be locating our services. Okay, here I will use get it locator is equal to, let me import this first, import package get it dot instance. Okay, now I will create a function here that will register our services, and we will use this function when we will initialize our app, that is in the main method of the app. Okay, so let's leave it blank for now because we don't have any services or providers right now. And let me go to main dev.dart. Here I will call the setup locator method. Okay, and I will do the same thing in main prod.dart. Okay, fine. Now we will register our providers. So I will go and create a new folder for providers, and here I will create a file setup provider or supply providers, because this file will be the entry point of our providers. Okay, now what we have to do in this is we have to register our providers with a change notifier provider. So this has changed in provider version 4.0.5. How do we do this is we'll create a list of single child stateless widget. Supply providers, and this is a function because it will return a list of single child stateless widgets. Okay, now return an empty array for now because we don't have any providers yet. Now where are we going to use this? So if you have gone through the provider package, it states that first we will have to register a provider. Okay, so it's like this: provider or change notifier provider dot value. See, it is duplicated. We should create it like this. Always go through the official documentation of anything if you have any doubt. So what I am going to do is I will go in my main.dart, and here I will wrap my widget with material app with multi provider, because I'm going to use more than one providers in my app. Okay, so this app is going to use more than one providers. Multi provider, and I'm going to import it from provider child material app. Okay, now the parameter providers is required, so here we will register our providers, and I'm going to call the function that will give me a list of providers. How do I know that I have to return a list of single child stateless widget only? So for this I will go to the definition of providers here. So again control click over here, and it will take you to the definition of it. So it is written here, it is a list of single child widget. Okay, so I will go ahead and change it to single child widget. Okay, I have already done that. So that is how I get the definition of uh, supply providers, or what the provider type is. Okay, so now I have shown you the definition of providers here. Let's go ahead and run our application. Till then I will start making a to do provider or a task provider. So make a file task underscore provider dot dart. So this will be our change notifier class. So class task provider with change notifier, and I will import change notifier from provider, sorry, material. Okay, so this is a change notifier class, and here it is provider. Now I will go and register my provider in supply providers.dart. So what I have to do here is I have to register a change notifier provider. Change notifier provider. Okay, and I will use the create method. Create it underscore, and I will register my provider here, task provider. Okay, so now our provider is registered and we can use it across our app, but there is a different way to do this. So what I will do here is I will create a instance of Locator. So let's go and register here Locator dot register lazy singleton. Okay, so what exactly is this? Locator will create a single object of task provider that we will be using across the app, and we will use same object inside the provider, inside supply provider. So I will change this right now. Let's create a instance from Locator. Oh, sorry, I'm in the wrong place. And this will take a function and it will return task provider. I will import it. Okay. So now I have used Locator to create an instance of task provider, and I will use this instance only in supply provider dart. So how I am going to do this is like this. I will import the package Locator that I have created. Okay. Locator, import it from here, and now Locator of auth provider, auth provid, sorry, auth provider, this task provider. Okay. So the instance that has been created by Locator will be used here to provide our app. So now let's see if our app is running or not. Okay, it's showing error. Children not equal to null. Let me rerun this. It must be because I had not registered any providers here. Here is main.dart. Okay, it was because this supply provider was an empty array at that time. Okay, it is still giving error. Let's wait for restart. So meanwhile I will create a model for our tasks or to-dos. Create a package models, and in that package I will create a file task underscore model dot dart. Okay. So class task, it will contain a id that will be of string type, a title, and a description that will also be string. Okay, let's see. Okay, it's done. It's working now. And we will have a task status, and that will be of three types. So it will be like the task is open, or the task is in progress, or the task is complete. So we are going to create an enum for that. Task status. Okay, and what we will do is I will create a enum here, or you can create a enum by creating a new folder, enums, and then a file, task status dot dart. Okay, so enum task status, it will contain three values. First is open, then in progress, and then done. And I will import this in our model. Alt enter. So it's good now. We have all the fields that we need for our task. Now let's go ahead and create our screens first. So landing screen, it is a container. I will create a file which will contain the list of tasks. So it will be task underscore list dot dart. So the shortcut is htl ess task list, and I will import everything from material. What I will do is I will convert it to a stateful widget. The shortcut was same, alt enter. I will go ahead and create a task card also that will show our single task. Okay, so I have created some basic designing for it. I will show you. So our task will look like this. It will have a title, a status, a description, and then a delete button. So this is a task card that we are going to build. HTLESS, okay, small s task card, and again I will import all these things from material. So container, we have two columns here, okay, one row and two columns inside them, or we can create a row here and then a row here. So I will go and create it with the two rows, child, column, and children, row, and then the second row. Okay, so first row will have two text fields as their children, two text widget, and I will add a dummy data here, title, and then another text that will show the status. Similarly here, a description, oh sorry, a text widget that will show a description, and another text widget, no, not a text widget, another icon which will show icon as icons dot bin. Okay, rubbish or what, icons dot delete. Okay, we'll use this for now. Color, colors dot red. Okay, let's go ahead and put this here. Okay, I will change this thing to list view later on. For now, just I am doing this to test that my card is working or not. Task card, and I will show the task list inside our landing page. Okay, now remove all this and I will show task list here. I will do hot reload. Okay, so title, status, description, and delete button. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some alignments here in the task card. row, main axis alignment, main axis alignment dot space between. So space between will do this thing that it will align it at two ends, like title here and status here. Similarly, I will copy this and do the same thing in the lower row. See, it's working now. Now I will add some decoration to our container, our card, or we can just wrap it instead of container. What we can do is we can wrap it in a card. There's a card widget also, and now I will reload it. Okay, it's taking full height, so that should not be the case. I will do it as a container and give my custom decoration to it. Decoration, box decoration, border, border dot all, color will be colors dot gray, and okay, that's enough. Border radius will be border radius dot circular, and we'll pass the radius here. I forgot to put a comma. Okay, the container is also taking full height. This is strange. Okay, column, it is because column is taking full height, so I will restrict the size of column. Main axis size will be main axis size dot min. Okay, now it's good. We'll add some padding here to our container. Padding edge insets dot all, 15 is good, I think. Yeah, 15 is good. Here I will add some, in the landing page I will add some margin. I'll wrap my task list inside padding. Padding edge insets, sorry, padding edge insets dot on 20. Child will be task list. I'll save it and okay, now it is looking good, better. What else we can do is in the task card I can add here a sized box to give some vertical spacing between them of height 15. Don't forget to put the comma. Okay, now it's looking better. We will do the decoration of font later on. For just so this is it for today, and I will continue later. We will make this screen first, and we will use this single screen for creating task also and updating task also. So that's it for today. Thank you.